There we go. Evening, guys. How are we doing today? Sup, C? Sup, Crash? We're gonna do some team balancing. I always do my Friday stream on Twitch. No problem, man. Hey, Luz. Hey, Lucas. How we doing today, guys? Fidget spinner. Whee! God, that Luke ate a shit ton of damage. No problem, Bam. Happy to help. Reset time. Tier 14 Carnage. Damn, son. You living your best life. Look at that Sabretooth with his 26 damage. Hey, Luke. Luke Thigh Rocker. What's up, baby? Hey, Young Wolf. Welcome. Camera's looking crisp today. Is it? Weird. I haven't even done my moving stuff. Red hat today. This is the Spider-Man hat. The problem with the Spider-Man hat is it looks stupid backwards, but if I'm forward, you know I'm chilling. So we wear it backwards. I got an entire... I just got a hat rack. There's no joke. There's like 26 hats on my hat rack. It's just so many hats. It's a coat rack, but no, not anymore. So we have the free-to-play. So earlier today, by the way, so on Monday I recorded the free-to-play on my stream, and it just went live today. Thanks, YouTube. I guess I haven't uploaded a video in like a month. Not a month, I'm sorry, a week, and YouTube's like, did you work here? We're gonna slow it down a notch. Excited to see the mutant campaign hit soon. I'm into it. What's up, Greg? I got your swing back. How you doing, bro? Finished defensive video, got cut straight to stream. Nice. I wish there was more stuff to do on Defenseless. Like during the week, even on my regular stream, I'll come in and do some stuff, but like free-to-play accounts just don't have much going on. Well, comparatively. You know, I am very excited for... So next week will be the patch. We'll probably get a patch on Monday or Tuesday. Hey, Kanich. Ah, goddammit, he showed up. Oh, why did I choose this team? I'm gonna get fucked. This is gonna hurt. I'm in your arena shard? Oh no. This 10 for 10 is trash? The only 10 for 10s that aren't trash are the character shards. Yeah, every Friday. I just like to open it up for free to play and say, I know, well, yeah, Nick Fury hasn't been retired. The positive thing about that is no one gives a crap. No, I do everything, bro. You can find me on Chatterbait if you look hard enough. Yeah, Nick Fury not being retired is like, okay. All it did is give me more time to get Magneto, which means I'm definitely getting Magneto now. It's awesome. It just weirded me out because I guess their standard line is to retire the character. I had to go back and look at it, and they didn't retire Iron Man until they announced another legendary. So maybe they'll have to announce the legendary. It doesn't make sense for them to retire Nick Fury like right after his event, because then every single person who bought Nick Fury would be like, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm totally fine with that. How should you include CM or Minerva? Well, Minerva will replace Mantis. CM will replace Drax, probably, and then you just rely on Groot's taunt on turn 1 with Drax. You finally drop DSA? No, I still play DSA. I just don't give him money, and I'm not going to be making much content for it. I have a couple of things I want to say before I leave, because I might pick that game up. How high do you need your team up? 70k, maybe? But ultimately, that game has failed. We are in the third month of global. They have failed. They have not made a game that is better than the alternatives. That was their goal. Their goal, listen, I don't like to piss on the grave of somebody, you know, like they're dead, they're dead. You had 3 months and an infinite supply of information. Yes, you didn't have to be as good as a game that's been around for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, but you can't be strictly worse. Marvel Strike Force didn't come out and Marvel Strike Force wasn't strictly worse on launch than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It was different. Dragon Champions wasn't strictly worse than any of the options. DSA has, over their 3 month of global pan, become a worse version of not just a 5v5 strategy game, but a mobile game. I'm not even comparing them to Marvel Strike Force. DSA is actually just one of the worst mobile games right now. They won't compensate players for changes they make. They won't compensate. They'll make changes regardless. They'll devalue everything you've worked on, and then they'll just keep throwing new stuff at you like, hey, look, it's a new thing. So I'm really excited that Big Hero 6 is out right now. They ain't getting a cent out of me. So if I'm not giving you money, and it's not just me, my entire alliance of whaley whales are just like on track for a 90-day Ultron. Jesus Christ. How much money you spend, bro? I'm just asking. Because the only reason I'm asking that money is because of level. Like, level is the hardest thing to come by. Yeah. I just 1-starred the level 7 hand event. I'm concerned that it's been nerfed. Oh, the hand event's active right now? Oh, I'm gonna do it on my phone. I'm still gonna make some content, but like the truth is, and this is the honest truth, Eric, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I feel disingenuous if I'm making content for a game I don't support, and I wouldn't want to be known as the guy who just puts out content because people will watch it. If the game becomes worth playing, if I put out content, I understand there are people who think the game is still worthwhile, and I'm not saying anything about that. But I feel like you'll be able to tell if I'm disingenuous, and I don't want that to be my brand. Oh no, you're right, Tim. Tim, you hit the nail on the head. Trust me, the only thing I'm missing out on, the only reason I can't enter Dark Dimension two right now is level. I have all the characters and I have enough mini uniques to do it. My goal, I still play DSA on the off chance that maybe sometime in the next year they get their heads out of their ass and they figure out, you know, how to make a real game. 7-star Cirque. I do have a 7-star. My entire hand is 7-star, all of them. Subject. Oh, hold on. That's a $1.99 blob offer. Let me just buy that real fucking quick. I'm mad I could only buy one of the toad offers. Wish I could have bought that 15 times. This is my main account, obviously. Yeah, Snap bought that blob and toad, right? How did I get 5 Ironheart shards? A basic orb just gave me 5 Ironheart shards? What world are we living in? Thanks, Marvel Strike Force. Awesome. I have a 1-star on Relic Hunt, too. I think I can auto-fight it and get 1-star every time. I just can't not. Like, I just can't, like, 3-star it. And I'm not putting a damn thing into hand. This weird thing is happening in Marvel Strike Force where it's playing music. Does anyone know if there's sound in this game? How do I disable that permanently and forever? Hey, Matt Rogers. Are you gonna fix the volume? No, we're just gonna force you to listen to the broken volume. That's... My god, if I was the audio engineer for Fox Next, I would definitely not put that on my resume. No, the bug is that it affects more than the one thing, and they just didn't track. Because when they fix something, they don't look at the problem the way, like, most people who fix problems in code do it, where they go, like, this is the problem, let's see where else, like, where the problem is. They go, we have to fix this one thing. That's why every time they put a patch, old bugs come back. Because they don't, like, they don't fix the problem, they band-aid it. Yeah. Ultimately, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'm not gonna cry about it. We're doing good. I'm confident about Magneto. Finally have Toad up to usable power. Should I replace either Mystique or Sabretooth with him? Yes, replace Mystique, actually. He's better than Mystique on the Brotherhood. What do you think is the best aim setup? For what? I know it sounds stupid, but for what? For raids? For war? Oh no, 100%. I'm actually pretty confident they don't have a what's it called? They don't have a prod. They don't have a whip prod. If anyone who's done any kind of development, they don't have a whipper prod. Like, they're just like, yeah, they just have, like, they have the global build, and then they have the live build, and then they have the build that's about to be the live build. That's, like, there's only the only possible explanation. Because the other answer is that they're all woefully and, like, ridiculously incompetent. And I don't believe every person. Because the game is gorgeous, dude. Like, look, have you paid attention to the animations in this game? This game is awesome. I don't think there's a game that even Raid Shadow Legends. Even Raid Shadow Legends, like, looks very nice. But I don't think the animations in Raid Shadow Legends hold a candle to what this game does, you know? Why YouTube over Twitch? Every week I do one YouTube for my free-to-play. It does two things. One, it creates a YouTube video that everyone can access because I think that my free-to-play information is better served over time than just immediately. And two, it keeps my algorithm up to date. No, there's a lot of good developers who work here. I can name them too. There's a lot of people who like a lot of good, I say developers, but we know it's like there's a whole bunch of names in there. Sup, Tigerweeds? Like, there's a whole bunch of good, like, hardworking people on this. The problem is whenever we talk devs, you know, like, when we say devs, we specifically mean people at Fox Next. We don't mean the guy who codes the kits. We don't mean the people who design the campaigns. We mean everyone. So when I say the devs fucked up, I think we all agree that I'm not talking about the guy in HR or the girl in HR or the whoever designed, you know, the character model for Domino. No, we're talking about, like, Fox Next made a decision that was goof. And let's be clear why. A lot of times, especially anyone who's in development understands that one of the issues is when you say, you see it all the time, right? Look at, what's the game that was supposed, Anthem. Apparently Anthem's good now. Wouldn't know, haven't tested. But apparently Anthem's good now. So, decimal point Jeff. Yeah, right, Cookies? You remember that. Anthem was garbage when it came out because EA put its, like, no, it has to come out on this day. No, it has to. Well, what if it didn't? Yeah, I'm back, Minty. What if it didn't? No. It has to come out on this day. But we can't, like, it won't be, doesn't matter, it has to come out. That's what happens in Marvel Strike Force, like, clearly. But the other benefit is in mobile games, like, the quality gets to go down and down and down and down dramatically because these games just print money. Like, Marvel Strike Force makes about $7 million a month, generates $7 million a month. The sales could be anywhere from literal 7 to, like, 10 mil, 12 mil on the best months they've had. Their best months ever have been 12 million in sales. But, like last year, perfect example, 2019, they were under compared to 2018, and they had less months in 2018. So, like, 2019 was just a worse year overall. This year, even with a really rough start of February and March, because the strike hit February and all of those numbers that people were saying, like, no, it didn't affect them. No, it did. You saw, like, when you waited the extra week for the real numbers to come in, like, because the real numbers weren't out. Like, February and March hurt them real bad. And that's why they've been releasing a shit ton of low price offers to A/B poll to make sure everything goes in. What's up, Leo? But here's the incentive, right? This is something I always try to tell people who are into any kind of games. Question over opportunity costs and starting characters that I'd like to go over with you. Yes, sir. What's up, Crinus? Feel free to mention it. Well, first of all, you can't start with aim. That statement is inherently untrue. It's impossible to start with aim. Like, there are 2 characters you legitimately cannot access until you're level 25 or 20 or something like that. Just in general. But yeah, like, I understand what you mean. You're hearing a lot of future due to your advice. Just unlocked Ultron. Oh yeah. Congrats, bro. I love AIM. I can't wait. You guys haven't seen my AIM team, right? Yet, right? Oh, I can't wait to work on them. I'm so excited. It's so close, dude. We're so close to working on AIM. If I wasn't hard farming for Magneto, I would already be working on him. Foxnext was public. No, Foxnext was under the umbrella of Fox. Like, literally 20th Century Fox. And now it's under the umbrella of Scopely. But Crinus, feel free to ask away. So here's my AIM team. We're gonna get him one day. What day? I don't care. One day. We're gonna get her one day. Scientist Supreme is the next character I'm gonna unlock, and this is just the team I'm gonna use. I might actually not use AIM Infector. I might replace AIM Infector with literally any damage dealer and just be like, that's fine. Like, honestly, I'll just put Symbiote Spider-Man on this team and giggle. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Symbiote Spider-Man over AIM Infector isn't phenomenal. It's not. But, yeah, I can't wait to work on him. I'm just not gonna go out of my way to do it. This is all 0 farmed. None of these characters were farmed today. So by the time I actually do have to farm Hela, I'll have all of the characters I need. 0 days farmed. That one hurt. So farming nodes aims to use scientists. Correct. Correct. That's 100% correct. Their value was unlocking Star-Lord as quickly as possible. Their value post that is useless. Much like for the argument, like most of the X-Men actually, like Storm. Like Nobu or Hand Assassin, perfect. That's actually a perfect example. Like Nobu and Hand Assassin are absolutely dumpster dive dog shit. But like if farming them gets you a Phoenix faster, then like it's the opportunity cost is I need to get these characters. So get the characters. Get them as fast as you can. Hey Rose. He's close enough. I don't have to worry about him. How far are you in chimichangas in the free-to-play account? I don't fuck. I'm not doing chimichangas. This is a free-to-play account. Yay! First Elite 5. Oof. Sorry, Tim Lewis. Is 3 gold orb worth $1.99? It's not worth $1.99. You're gonna be farming Blob on this account? No, absolutely not. The math isn't there to get Blob to 5 fast enough. Yeah. Like, I don't... Like, you're saying... It's late game, that makes sense, but at the start, probably putting 1,500 energy to characters that don't get used seems horribly inefficient, except for the fact that those characters give you Star-Lord. Like, and also, let's be 100% clear here. Aim is also not used, neither are the defenders in late game. The fact that you can use them, just like you can use anyone else, does not mean that it's worthwhile investment. The fact that your roster does not get better than the day you unlock Star-Lord in 90 days or less, which is pretty par for the course for which I've been able to prove, is like the statement is not is objective, not subjective. Objectively, your experience in the game gets better the day you get Star-Lord, especially if you can get him within 3 months, which is what I've been able to prove as a free-to-play player. I can get him within 3 months. I can almost get a fucking 6-star in 4 months, but that's its own thing. But yeah, your game objectively gets better. So just like you have to work, okay, by your argument, any amount of resources you put into Crossbones and the day you get him is a waste of resources. That statement is inherently flawed. Objectively, Star-Lord is the best thing that can happen to your roster, because it doesn't pigeonhole you into using one team. And like I've said before, the only difference between aim and defenders is you get to say I didn't start with defenders. You're still accomplishing the exact same tasks, or lack thereof, as time goes on. You'll be able to do fine in U6, and just like I am. You'll be able to do fine in whatever. But what are you, gear tier 13ing them to do Dark Dimension? It's not a game I'm playing. I'm not gear tier 13ing my aim characters for Dark Dimension 2. I'm not gear tier 13ing my aim characters for pretty much anything. Maybe Scientist Supreme. Possibly a high red star Graviton. It's just inefficient. Starting with aim is just the most dramatically inefficient thing you can do. Miles more than farming 2 characters that are 60 and 80 energy that you can start farming on day 1 to make progress towards your roster. My regret is having a 6-star version of those characters. Is it waste energy to clear out campaign nodes when I should I just farm until group? Yeah, don't claim all your campaign nodes. Claim the campaign node you need to farm. Those campaign nodes are going to be there later, and they're going to be easier later. What do you think about aim through Dark Dimension 1 and then doing characters like What do I think about it? I think it's a dumb idea. I think farming AIM characters to 6-star is the same conversation as farming defenders to 6-star. As a matter of fact, I think it's worse than farming defenders to 6-star because the defenders are significantly easier to farm to 6-star. Now I hear you. Yeah, AIM is fun as hell, man. I love AIM. People think I don't like AIM. I love AIM. I love AIM on my main account. My AIM on my main account is 220 or 230k. 220, 230k. Guess what they do? Beat up on 350k as Guardians. How does the $25 change the math? If I go shield first, yo-yo late game, and I farm until, or is it just better to buy the Guardians pack and go for Star-Lord? Well, considering the fact that Star-Lord was, what, like 2 weeks ago? And now you're on... You have 2 months and 2 weeks before he comes back, at least? That's up to you, baby. Like, Yo-Yo is not... Buying Yo-Yo early isn't a late game purchase. It's an early game purchase. It's because Yo-Yo is great in the early game. Yo-Yo's actually... Yo-Yo overperforms in the early game. Which is why, like, you know how I pulled a Minerva in my, These guys should be able to do this. You know I pulled a Minerva in my first premium orb? Well, I'm happy I got her, but also, I didn't use her for, like, the first 60 days of the game, because she's not important. But if I pulled a Yo-Yo on day 1, bro, I just strapped the stacks onto her. Put her on Arena. That offense down is huge. Even when it's only a chance at the beginning. They didn't announce retiring Fury. No, they wouldn't retire him. I assumed that we were just going to get the Magneto event. And then they would say after or during, like, hey, but I think now... And again, like I've been saying... The time it takes for Nick Fury to be retired is truly irrelevant. Because it's not like anyone should be working on Nick Fury. He isn't... Like, he's a good character, but in no way, shape, or form is he worth the investment it takes to get him. Especially when you look at a roster like mine, on my free-to-play, and I have 3-star versions of all those characters, and I haven't farmed a day of one of them. Who can you use with Yo-Yo within the first 75 days? With Yo-Yo, literally any other 4 characters. She's the best... She's the best protector in the game. You could put her on the shield minions and replace shield security. I'm new. Should defenders be brought to gear tier 11, 6664? It depends. If you have defenders, it's pretty... Defenders are like the training wheels start. So, no. The answer to that question is your defenders should be brought up until they can do what you need them to. But you realize that the defenders don't matter. Like, they'll be okay. Just don't use cap with her. Well. And by shield, I don't mean cap. I specifically mean, like, the shield minions plus Yo-Yo. How would I describe the transition points between early game? Well, I've already gone on record to say what I think the players... oh my god, I don't even want to deal with this. I've already gone on record to describe, like, what I think a player's responsibility should be. Your responsibility as a player should be, but AIM do better than defenders just about everywhere else. I couldn't use defenders in U6, Arena, War, etc. nearly as much as I can with AIM. That's fair, but I could also beat up your AIM team with my defenders. So you're a latchkey. Also, AIM defenders are adequate in War. They do the same thing that AIM does in War. They, like, especially early game, they're a team. Is Science Supreme and U7 different difficulty 1 that useful? Yeah, she's probably okay up to you. I think she's probably okay up to, like, difficulty, like, .3, U7 .3, but other than that, they get a little bit. But the transition points are very simple. It's unlock Star-Lord, unlock one or both, depending on the timing, of Shuri and Invisible Woman, unlock Magneto, unlock Black Bolt. because as you progress through the game, those are the things that are going to happen with your roster. You can start farming towards Star Wars on day 1. And all of the characters you need to access are ready on day 1. The hardest one to get to is Groot at, what is it, Nexus 19? If my memory is serving? Like, that's the hardest character you have to get to. You can start that farm. Those characters are inherently good. Nexus 29? Okay, thank you. Who's 19? Like, you can access all of the characters relatively easily. Yes, they can, Flurry. Iron Fist? Iron Fist, that's right. That's why. That's why I was like, hey, wait, that's how you get Iron Fist. Since I got IW and SSM to Smith. Yep, sounds great, Greg. I missed Star Wars, Shuri. I'm sorry, I'm just reading everything else. So that's the natural progression. I'm going to be the only voice of reason that say this. Being strong in Arena is not better than having multiple good teams for Raid and War. Being strong in Arena is adorable. It's something you can tell your friends as you get all these cores that have no value, except for new characters that you don't fucking need. Being, like, yes, being over top 500 is the goal. Being top 250 is phenomenal. Being top 100 is aces. Anything higher than that? Where are those extra cores going? For new character campaigns with the 0 characters you have because you've invested massively? Are you spending money? If you're spending money, then just nothing I've said is incorrect. You just also get to spend money. Evening bets. Star Lord, Minerva, Shuri, IW, SSM. Also be careful with Shuri. She's the 3rd tech character. It doesn't cost a lot. What power do SS need to be? Who SS? Sinister 6? You wouldn't use a pure Sinister 6 team. Sinister 6 has no sustain. You would use either AIM Researcher or Hydra Scientist in lieu of, like, Mysterio. And then you can replace another, like, low-impact character like Vulture or Shocker with either another, like, healer or another damage dealer to keep the sustain going on. Yeah. So I'm contributing a couple of nodes in my... I'm doing U6.4. Does he feel bad about how much AIM does get brought up in your videos? What do you mean? How many people bring it up? I don't understand. Like, the AIM start is the same as the Defender start. To a T. Every argument someone makes for Defenders is the same as the argument of starting with AIM. That's inherently untrue. Yeah. But it's not a discussion. It's not a discussion. It's a bunch of people taking advice, finding a degree of success, and on the other side of it, there's a whole bunch of people that have the Guardian start, and they're like, hey, I just unlocked Ultron in 90 days, or whatever, and I'm like, yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can, Smokey. Yeah. What are you gonna do? But the whole point is, if someone came in and said I started with Hydra, I'd be like, and I would fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, have fun. If someone came in and decided discussion was like, hey, I'm gonna start with, like, Wave 1 Avengers, I'd be like, that's a bad idea. And I'd move on. Because there's no real reason I don't have to... Not every point needs to be countered. Not every opinion deserves respect. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't exist. Just because you say something doesn't mean it has merit, validity. And a lot of the conversation of AIM versus, like, starting with the Guardians comes down to an idea that's fundamentally, Look at how strong I am. Want to see how quickly someone starting AIM free-to-play can get to Black Bolt and Phoenix compared to the Guardians first? Would be interesting. Well, go ask the person who said it was a good idea what they're doing in their free-to-play account. Well, the next series I'm going to do... What team would I start with? There's no... I'm going to say this one more time. And I'm going to say it very clearly. Starting with Guardians will help you more than starting with any other team in the game. Objectively. Not subjectively, not my opinion. That's it. Unlocking Star-Lord will progress you better, faster than any other option. Thoughts on DSA? And if you're willing to spend money, then buy the Guardian's offer to get Star-Lord and work on whoever you want. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter then. Not really in the comics. At what point should I farm Rocket instead of Mysterio? When Mysterio's done? Yeah. The game is not about how strong your team is. And that's why I make the argument that AIM is no different than the Defenders. Sure, you will do different things. Correct, Felix. Sure, they will do different things. The AIM team will be significant for longer than the Defenders. But your AIM team doesn't help you unlock more characters that help you. What's the difference between AIM and the Defenders in War? You still only have one team. What's the difference is you work on unlocking legendaries. You have multiple teams. You have options. This game is not about how strong your best team can be. This game is about how well and how quickly you can build up multiple teams to do different raid lanes. Because guess what? If you're stuck doing one, I think AIM is better early arena than Guardians. I'd agree with that, except for the fact that you can't get AIM in the early arena, so that argument falls flat. Also, I wouldn't use the Guardians in arena. Also, shield minions beat AIM. Minions. It's not a conversation, really. Like, I know everyone wants to be right, but you're not. AIM's a fine team, and they're not. But the game's not about having a good team every 90 days. So you're about 2.5 months away, Dacier. Top 3 AIM in my top 10 arena shard? Cool, give it a month. Give it a month. Being, like, how long do you think you're going to be top 10? How long do you think AIM's going to be in the top 10 of the arena? You also have to remember, Luke, arena shard doesn't matter. Doesn't. Just because it matters to you doesn't make it matter to the people. And there are people come in my chat all the time. All the time and say, but early arena. I'm like, all right. Yeah. You could be really good in early arena and then suck for the rest of the game. Or you can be okay until the day you pull through. Now, I do 2 fights in arena every day. This is my arena every day. This is what I do. Notice the progress I'm doing. Notice my growth. Oh, no. I'd love to look at the top of my arena shard, because I know there ain't no aim there. Actually, I know for a fact it's mostly like Black Order. Yeah. I'm just getting tired of hearing it because it's just functionally untrue. Like, AIM is not the best starting team, period. Your success with a team does not make it the best. I disagree. Okay. What does Star Wars do better than AIM? 6 raid nodes. 6 raids. The Guardians are a better team than AIM. There. Like, the full, like, I think Gamora is single-handedly better than 3 AIM characters. I can do plenty in U6 with AIM. I can do plenty in U6 with Guardians. And as a result of it, what's your Star Wars look like, Luke? Nothing. That's the problem. Okay. I cannot. In which raid? I'm in U6-4. U6-3 is easy. U6-4 is killing me. But also, does it matter what Star Wars looks like? He isn't getting any more than what my aim is going to do me. What does it matter what your Star Wars looks like? Well, the question I'm asking is, do you have Star Wars? And that's a simple question. You can either say yes or no. Okay. So what are you bringing into Dark Dimension 2? You're bringing AIM into Dark Dimension 2? Good luck. Have fun. It's not a comparison. Your weight, what did you miss? It's... Yeah, what's up, Gustavo? Look, so right now, here's the chat. It's someone justifying AIM to a whole bunch of people who are currently finding great success with Guardians. I hear you, man, but like, Bob is going to the arena store. Correct. I've been talking about that for like a week. 2 weeks, actually. And Cyclops is going into Raid Store. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. No, I'm just waiting everybody now. No, I'm sure AIM will be adequate. But again, it's the same problem with the defenders. You think I haven't heard this before? I started saying stop starting defenders and people came in like, nah, dude, nah. My defenders, I was able to do Dark Dimension 1 with them. It took me 9.5 months, but I did Dark Dimension 2 with them. And then I replaced the characters with good characters. And then, you know, I'm able to hold top 700 in arena with my defenders. And I'm just like, all right, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You can find whatever success path you want to find. My job is to make people good. And telling people to start with AIM is not going to help people be good. Telling people to start with defenders is going to help them be good. It's not going to help them be good. Because it's not going to happen. That's it. That's simple. AIM is not the worst choice. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The worst choice is hand. All in agreement. Less than a week? Well, let's also be clear. Dark Dimension 2 is not a barometer for fucking negative value. Like, Dark Dimension 2... Yeah. Like, worst team in the game is hand. Again, not saying AIM's a bad team. No one came in here and said, Tony, you're wrong. AIM is not a bad starter team. I'm like, no, I said AIM is not the best starting team. Best starting team is Defenders. Like the best starting team? You want to know what the best starting team is? Black Bolt, Sinister, Maw, Invisible Woman, and Phoenix. That's the best starting team in the game. You start with those characters, I promise you, you're gonna have a great fucking time. But you can't. So now we have to figure out what you want to do in the game. Do you want to be really high in Arena and unlock new characters that come out? I know, I'm fucking around. I didn't use Ravagers to unlock Star. That's cool. Best starting team. Buy it to Donald's max account. 100%. Which Ravager should I farm? None of them. Yondu, because he's easy to access and he helps you through the early game. I farmed Yondu, and I farmed Ravager Bruiser because he's cheap and early. That's the only reason why I farmed Ravager Bruiser. But also, let's be clear, why I farmed Ravager Bruiser... Like, why I farmed Ravager Bruiser is because I knew I wasn't going to blitz that often, because this is my second account. Yeah, you don't need to be higher than that. I knew I wasn't going to be able to... Oh, I don't know what my rating is. Sorry, I am actually looking something up real quick. What'd I miss? Nothing. Yondu and Bruiser do sound horrible at the beginning. That's true. And trust me, if there was a way to get specifically Mantis and Gamora both to 5 reliably, then whatever. You know, like, if there was a new character, then that's fine. If the Ravagers got reworked and they became an actual team, ultimately it wouldn't matter, but that's not where we are right now. What we are right now is we are finding the line of what's the quickest way to guarantee and unlock Star Wars. For me, 60 days. It was 91 days. Took me 91 days to unlock Star Wars. Yeah. If you're willing to blitz, that's probably way better, but even then, Gamora's a dog shit character. No matter what happens, you're gonna be getting garbage characters. You have to. Like we said it before. You have to unlock either Nobu or Hand Assassin to get Phoenix. One of those two. Absolutely has to happen. Can't avoid it. Has to happen. That's not fair, Lucas. He might. He's paying money. Hey, Javi. What do you do with Shuri after unlock without Wakandans? Use her in raids. That's fair. Gamora does have splash value on the brawlers, too. You're 66? Dude, it will take you 3 months to get to 70. 2.5 months to get to 70 without buying energy. I'm 66. Are you gonna finish Sinister Six? They're finished. They're finished. I'm asking for my my raid lane. I'm strike team 2 here. Cool. Yeah, so this is dot 4. I'm having a little bit of a difficulty in dot 4 right now. What's up, John? Team I used in my first weeks. There's an entire video series on it. My first team I used was the shield minions. Yeah, a lot of people like. What'll it go? What'll aim go? You'll get roughly as far as you used to get when you started with defenders. And here's what it comes down to. Nah, aim isn't hard mode. Hard mode is farming Nick Fury early. That's hard mode. There's a payoff to it. But hard mode is farming Nick Fury early. Here's what it comes down to. How quickly do you want to be relevant? Should I sub Ghost Rider for Thor? Well, considering the fact that Ghost Rider is not good, yes. What's up, Benji? No. It has nothing to do with what's right or what's wrong. It's what you want to do. Yeah. Ghost Rider isn't good, but ever used him since SSM in Dark Dimension 3. Everyone used him? That's not true. Also, go do yourself a favor and take a quick look at the power of that Ghost Rider. Look at how many red stars that Ghost Rider had. Everyone doesn't use him in Dark Dimension 3. I can name... Look at the lists. Punisher is used by a bunch of people in Dark Dimension 3. Does that mean Punisher's is better than Daredevil? Than a Ghost Rider? Nope. Yeah. Ghost Rider is like Scientist Supreme and Crystal. He's just another character a lot of people help. Is Scientist Supreme that useful in U7? Eh. She's okay. She's okay as you build up stronger and better characters. Like, you'll be okay with her. She's good. She falls off when you get to higher dots like dot 3 and dot 4. Yes, Jose. That team would be great. No. There's no, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in this game? Do you want to race to have the strongest team for a month? Do you want to enjoy the game for the entire time you play it as you unlock stuff and progress? I've been playing this game longer than a lot of people. Longer than Tana. Fact. Think it's fine to farm Phoenix? I think it's fine to farm Phoenix whenever you want, man. My recommendation, Symbiotes, Minerva, and IW, Do and U7. That seems like a fine team. Actually, that seems like a really good team. Womp. God, this is a 41k hand assassin. No, he doesn't, Uger. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. No, he doesn't. I can't, dude, like, everyone is... I'm not scrolling. Like, the chat's going so fast. If you ask it again, please, I'll check. But it's really hard for me to keep track of chat. He didn't. If everybody... Oops. Womp, womp. If everybody did the best possible thing, then nobody would be getting an advantage. What's the best Mystic team to reach Loki node? Best or cheapest? Yeah, but I don't necessarily believe that. Good Nexus campaign team? That's literally every character. Just use whatever raid team you're using right now. Nexus is literally every character. Just use your raid team. Don't use Phoenix. Wait, no, he didn't say Kingpin was better than Captain Marvel. No, opinions can't be wrong. Opinions themselves can... No, that statement's incorrect. Opinions cannot be right. This idea that opinions can't be wrongs leave people to believe that they can say something and there's inherently a truth. Opinions cannot be right. Your opinion cannot be right. Impossible. Like, it is impossible. Your opinion can never be right. Nothing you say that's an opinion can be right, because right or wrong are factual things. Okay, what's up, Alex? First off, thanks for my 6-star Star Wars. Dope as fuck. IW's 5. Jesus Christ, man, you're a monster. You think Magneto or Black Bolt are best options? Okay. I think Black Bolt is a better option than Magneto, but I think there's so much time between now and Magneto and now and Black Bolt that you could probably do both. I'm going for both, dude. Opinions, they become right when they're approved. They're not an opinion then, they're a fact. Opinion cannot be right. If I say it is my opinion that this is a pop filter for a microphone, my opinion is not right. This is, though, a pop filter for a microphone. If it's right, you're not stating your opinion, you're stating a fact. Do you ever play with fans? I don't have any fans. Opinions can be wrong. Well, they can't be either. They can't be either. Like, that's the whole point. An opinion can't be either. Like, that's the difference between subjective and objective. Subjectively, look at this. I do have an OnlyFans. Subjectively, the opinion is CM is farmable. If my opinion is that CM is farmable, it can't be correct. Your opinion is not that CM is farmable. Your opinion is that the method, like your wording is what's telling you your opinion. When you say, I believe CM is farmable, what you're saying is you believe that being present in an orb that you can open every day qualifies her as farmable. That statement isn't inherently true or false. Your opinion is what, you can have an opinion of what you think farmable means. Can an opinion be stupid if it is not right or wrong? Absolutely. And I don't even think an opinion can be stupid. Just the person who says it can be stupid. So when is the best time to farm Phoenix? Honestly, dude, Phoenix is like, so here's my advice, right? What was my first Cosmic team? Guardians. I had him. It was easy. I just walked right through all of Cosmic. When facing X-Force, who do you kill first? Domino. Domino and then X-23. Okay, so. Yes, Alex, 100%. So here's the... Alex, yes, Black Bolt is the best after Magneto. So, unlock Star-Lord. Unlock Star-Lord, right? Then, get the Sinister Six. That's 2 legendaries. Doesn't matter when you get one or the other. That's 2. And they're both good. One's good for Arena and Raids. One's good for Raids and Dark Dimensions. Like, and actually both of them are good for everything. IW, without her team, and Shuri without her team, absolutely phenomenal. Just great characters. They're just great. Then you move to Magneto. Magneto's going to give you a war team and a really good arena team. Right? Then you move to Black Bolt. The reason Black Bolt's number 4 on the list is because you probably can't farm Hela. She's level 7. You have to be level 71. Yes, they are. Yes, absolutely. Blob, absolutely. I bought him on my main account immediately. Hey, Robin. Is Blob going to Arena Store? Of course he is. Like I said he was. And Cyclops is going to the Raid Store. This is where my information comes in. Got Mantis and Gamora to 5-star. Dope, man. Well, you don't go them first. Because those legendaries don't improve the quality of your gameplay first. Like, that's easy. Like, 2 legendaries. That's like saying, like, I went Nick Fury and Iron Man first. Like, what value does Blob give you? Blob gets better as you progress later and get Toad. But Juggernaut has more uses than Blob outside of the team. Juggernaut is just one of the best characters. You're going to fix target farming problem with the Raid Store? Nope. I do believe they're going to add additional rows to the Raid Store and to the War Store soon. Yeah. Keep in mind, like, you have a lot of options when it comes to the Brotherhood. Just use them, you know? Like, there's Optimal. I have that video coming out. I actually probably think it might come out Monday. Cheers. Cheers, Felix. Team's great. So Juggernaut's not better than Carnage, but he'll be cheaper, right? Because he's a mystic character. So instead of having to use 3 bio characters, one of them being Carnage, you could use Juggernaut and it will cost you less. New rows in the store's character rows? Correct, Magic One. Raid Store is supposed to get another row of characters. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that you get... I don't think Sinister Six is good enough to start early. I don't think, like... I don't think Sinister Six is necessarily progressing through a lot. The good news is they will beat up people who have defenders. Did you farm items or just hard nodes in the beginning? Depends on what I was doing. I have an entire video series on this, man. You're gonna have to watch it. I don't have the memories. But this is week 20, so I've been doing this for 20 weeks. In general, I farmed character shards first, and then whatever energy I needed went later. What other news have you heard? We know about Beast and Emma Frost. I'm tripling down. I don't think Emma Frost is a Marauder. I have not seen that information. I told you guys the Beast was changed, right? I told you guys before. I know what you meant. Star-Lord, Rocket, Minerva, Loki, and Hela still can't do it? With that team can't do it? Pull out Loki. Do you have CM? Pull out Loki and put in CM. Cool, Jag. Is Loki worth leveling to gear tier 10, level 60? Yeah, he's pretty good. Toad? What about Toad? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, try CM. You might just want to. You might want more damage on that team. Yeah, or Groot. That's another good option. Groot over Loki. Basically, you want Loki out of there, and you want either Groot or CM on it. Reset the game. Guardian offer just came up. Oh, I'm not buying it. It's free to play. Yeah, what's up, Rockin'? Look. Sorry, my fidget spinner has gotten way too fidgety. It keeps, like, sliding now. I agree, Luke. Oh my god. Farming... well, Brotherhood's another one of those teams that now... Mutant Gear is... what is it? Nexus is the beginning of Mutant Gear, I think? Since I still don't have Groot yet, should I use Drax, Rocket, and Mantis in my main team still? I wouldn't use Rocket on my main team ever. Unless I have Star-Lord. But if you happen to have Rocket... the problem with Rocket without Star-Lord is he's slow as shit and doesn't do damage. Farming mutants is pretty easy. Farming mutant gear is not early. Wait, why are we full clearing Flight Deck 2? You know what? I'm not even questioning it. Let's fuck up Flight Deck 2, guys. Yondu. SSM current ready for 13. IW is close. Don't know if I should take Venom or Star-Lord as the 5th. Star-Lord gives, it's not Venom. That's the answer to the question. It is not Venom. It is Star-Lord will help Minerva, and consider it like this. The second Star-Lord hits 13, you're done. You just never have to touch him again. He's gonna do everything he ever needs to do from that point on. Venom is not that important, man. You will look at it like this. You're guaranteed. You 167 days into the game, you get a 7-star Wolverine. You are pretty guaranteed to have a maxed out Wolverine immediately. Am I gonna buy Beast? I don't know. He's a campaign. No, Squirrel Girl's a campaign. Squirrel Girl, I'm probably gonna buy. Beast, I don't think so. I'm not impressed by his kit. Oh god, I can't beat this team. Oh god, I can't beat this team. Someone else could. I might be able to beat that team, actually. It's weak enough. No, absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. They like what they're doing with mutants now because mutants, every time that's why they keep releasing mutants in batches, because then people have to spend a ton of money on mutant gear. Even for players like me. Like, look at it like this. We're getting 5 mutants. Domino, X-23, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Beast, and Emma Frost. They're not going to make it easier to get mutant gear. MSF Hyperdrive bundle that's popping up in people's accounts. There's a Hyperdrive bundle for MSF? You should substitute DSA with Summoner's War. Actually, I'm probably... What's Beast Kit's about? So, last week we were talking about Beast being a character that's coming out. No. How good do you think Beast is going to be? So, Beast had a kit that was scanned a while ago, right? And I remember looking at it and laughing, because I was talking with somebody over at Foxnext, and I was like, that's not what Beast is going to look like. And they were like, probably not. And I was like, okay. So, when I saw Beast's new kit, I was like, yeah, that's probably par for the course. And then I looked more and more into it and thought, this is for ISO 8s. This is for the ISO 8 campaign. That's all it is, guys. This is for the ISO 8 campaign. This is so that you can use Phoenix on the ISO 8 campaign. Because what else? What else would you use it for? Well, next time you try it, Madeline, kill Black Bolt first. Yeah. It's the only thing. Dude, if you're using Beast and Phoenix to clear nodes... What nodes are you using them on? Name what node are you using Beast and Phoenix to 3-star? The later ISO 8 campaigns are supposed... Like, ISO 8s are not a new player. That's something that you haven't seen a lot of information on. ISO 8s are going to be like Stark Tech in that there's going to be a point when you can start using them and getting them. Same thing with Red Stars, right? There's going to be a point when you can start getting them. They're not going to be available for players at every level early. Could you imagine if that was $10,000? Global Heroes with low Stark Tech Shield's not good for that. Nah, not really. $16 mil? Why it would be that high? Because people are still blitzbotting? And because top 2K is probably going to be 23 or 24 mil? Isn't there a challenge that requires global? I think so. Think Venom needs anything more than that? Bro, my Venom... I was using my Venom in my Symbiotes team. My Venom was gear tier 9. He does not need much. He is a very tanky dude, and he doesn't really do much. I regret the T4s I invested in Fury Shield. I don't. I don't regret the T4s I invested in my Fury Shield because they were amazing. Right? Like, my Fury Shield got me through Dark Dimension 1 twice. Global raids in what's it called? Global raids in beta? No, alpha. Alpha. They were the ballerist offensive war team. Like, the Fury Shield team just was the guaranteed win team. Like, you just put them in against a team. The only team they couldn't beat was BKT. Like, I don't regret investment I put in characters that did their job for me. Which is why I tell people, like, don't regret working on... Like, don't regret having a Gear Tier 13 Star-Lord, because he will get you... He will help you very quickly, and at the cost of one person, get you through Dark Dimension 2. And then you'll be able to use him after that. Same thing with Minerva. Don't regret your investment in Minerva, because she's always going to be at least useful. When you overinvest, like, why is my Star-Lord not Gear Tier 14? Well, I don't need him to be. Why is my Rocket not Gear Tier 14? Well, I don't need him to be. My Thanos isn't Gear Tier 14, because, surprise, I don't need him to be. Characters that don't need to be that high aren't. But my Black Bolt, you better believe he's Gear Tier 14. Fury's Summon, I think, is the good one. But his passive's good, too. I don't think you need to put too many Tier 4s in Fury Shield right now. I just don't regret doing it earlier. What about Nebula? How's the Blitz review system rework going? Very well, actually. Who are you using instead of... Oh, man, we're not in my Discord. In my Twitch stream, I have a command for that. It's Star-Lord, Minerva, CM... No, I'm sorry. Star-Lord, Minerva, Hela, SSM, and I do not care. Oh, of course. Nebula? I haven't decided who the last one is. Might be Juggernaut. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much gear I have. Ultimately, with those 4 characters, the 5th won't matter. Think Fury Summon is better than the assist speed. Guaranteeing another character is worth it. Oh, it doesn't guarantee. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm confusing that with somebody else. Yeah, no. The passive is better. $25 Guardian offer now for 100 shards each. Yeah, it's amazing. That offer's phenomenal. Yeah, CM's fine. Gonna miss Magneto? Dude, I have like 2 weeks to get Magneto. I'm fine. I'm absolutely gonna get Magneto. Are you kidding me? Not even kinda. 2 weeks? I was able to get like 130 shards of 2 characters. I was able to get 130 shards of 3 characters in 1 week. I'm pretty sure I could pull off what I need in these guys in at least 2 weeks. It's 10 days after the Nick Fury event starts. So how many days are we away from Nick Fury? Plus 10. It's at least 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, no, the team's amazing. Yeah, Hella stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Team's absolutely phenomenal. And then you get Ultron, and then guess what? Congratulations. You can do anything you want now. You want to work on Phoenix? Go ahead. Do you want to work on 7-starring Black Bolt? Have fun. Do you want to get Maw? Go nuts. I'm not streaming anything after tonight. I have a lot of stuff I have to do. After tonight, I'm actually shutting my computer down. Because I have to move everything around over the weekend. However, there are 3 new games coming out over the next week. One of them I'm going to be playing called Marvel Duels. It is a card game. Sinister Six. They beat up defenders early, and then later they put on defense. They're pretty good. Absolutely. I'm still playing DSA, but I can't do content for that game anymore. I can't, like, what am I gonna do? Tell you about the new event that's coming out that's the same as every other event that's not good? Tell you to invest in spells that they're gonna nerf? Hey guys, work on Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush was nerfed, sorry. I'm gonna order the new rig the literal day they give me the payout. They haven't given it to me. More than 2 weeks, Magneto. Magneto is supposed to happen... Well, when is Fury? When Fury's announced, it'll be 10 days. I'd say end of July, beginning of August. That's fair. Yo, yeah, that's right. You're gonna stream Marvel Duel, and what's it available on? Go to tap.io to get the pre-register going. It's what's it called? It's NetEase. It's Android and iOS. Yeah, that offer's great. Bro, we were in one of the whaliest clubs in the game, and then 2 of the people left went to another place, and all of us backcharged. So, like... Yeah. Fury got announced in the blog. Until he's in the game... That 5 Red Daredevil is looking so good. Oh, I have a 5 Red Daredevil? Huh, that's hilarious. New Contest of Champion game? That's called Realm of Champions? That's not slated till next year. Future Revolution, though, I actually got a response from them. They are interested in me doing content creation for them. So, I might actually get in on Future Rev. That was my goal the entire time. They finally got back to me. Future Revolution, it's the new Netmarble ARPG. Gonna all the 5-star defenders. My defenders, I'm gonna get my defenders to 50k. Then I'm gonna get my power armor team to 50k. Actually, no. Then I'm gonna get my brotherhood to 50k. Then I'm gonna get my yeah. Turns out once you get one sponsorship from somebody, when's Future Rip coming out? The beta is supposed to be Q3 of this year. So the beta is supposed to start really soon. And I'm transitioning my channel away from... What am I working on my main account? Nothing. Everything is 7-star. Karnak. 50k. I do everything in 50k as guest. So it's 50k. I bring a team to 50k, and then if I need them to do something else, I bring them up another 50k. Because 50k is 10k each character, and 10k each character is like 2 gear tiers. Look at it like this. Here's my Sinister 6. So before anyone goes absolutely nutshit when I say 50k or bringing every character up to 10k, here's Vulture at gear tier 5, 5442, and he's almost 10k. Here's my gear tier 7 Shocker at 3431. He's over 10k. So how much do you think it's going to cost for me to get this guy to 20k? Let me show you. And again, this is without Stark Tech being any note. Here's my Mantis. She's 6-star, 5665, 20k. 5-star, 6564, gear tier 9, 21k. Carnage, working on him right now, 5554, 3-star, 2 red. It's not hard to get characters up 10k. The problem is when you spend all of the effort, when you're leveling a whole bunch of characters at once, you lose that. What are you transitioning away from? What do you mean? Oh, sorry. I'm transitioning away from being a one-game streamer, and I'm going to stream Marvel content from now on because I got a conversation with somebody else. So I'm going to try to separate a whole bunch of different content, specifically with the Marvel tag. I figure that's my thing. Like, why do I play this game? Beast is going to be a Blitz character, Kevin. Can I replace Shuri from my future DD2 roster with Carnage, or is it a bad idea? No, you can. It's not a bad idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to do a lot of Marvel content, and I actually have to talk to a couple of other big Marvel content creators, like not mobile game players, but like Marvel content creators, because I want to start doing something else. I told you guys I had plans. I told you guys for a long time I had plans. I have plans for the stream. I have plans for everything. It just took me a lot longer to get it going than I thought I would be able to. It's not just going to be me either. There's a couple of other people who I can't tell you what other content creators from Marvel Strike Force may or may not be jumping in with me on this endeavor, but I can tell you there's a couple. So some console games. We will be playing Star Wars. We will be playing Marvel Avengers. Fury's 10 days away, and Magneto is another 10 from that. Magneto is 10 days away from the end of the Fury event. So if the Fury event is 5 days away, right? Yeah, that's totally reasonable, guest. My plans, you guys can be a part of anything you want. You guys are awesome. That's why I keep doing this. Anyway. As I was saying, mini uniques stop showing up as soon as you need them. Yes, that's why what I do is when I get enough mini uniques or anything that I need for something, I immediately stop. I don't immediately put them on the character. Do you remember when I was working on, yes, Wentworth. Do you remember when I was working on Sinister and I refused to press the Gear Tier 14 button on him? For the next week, at least once a day, sometimes more, his mini unique showed up in the store. So because I didn't upgrade him and because the game recognized that I didn't need that anymore, it kept feeding me that item. So I just bought a shit ton. You know, I haven't talked to Combs in a long time. I might. I talked to Seaton, though. Marvel Duel is going into beta in the next month. I'm not kidding. You're gonna see it soon. Future Rev is supposed to go into beta probably by like September, October. Hey, Luke. Hey, it's Luke Connerton. It's almost as if I said something that might have been interesting to Luke Connerton, and he was like, I did see Ms. Marvel and MODOK. It looks really cool. Marvel Duel? Marvel Duel is a card game. I used to have clips of it, but I had to delete all my clips from the past. Marvel Duel is a, it plays like Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit, but it's a digital card game. What'd you say, Luke? Nothing. Just talking about how I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of other Marvel games with some other content creators. More like Versus system? Less like Versus. You got an email for Duel's beta? Yeah, man. Yeah, Versus was great, but it's very different than the Marvel Duel. I wish I still had the clips from that, but I look forward to it. So, I have my, like, works out. Now, notice, like, my Venom and not getting too much. Take it easy, Malta. Venom's got a lot to do, right? I got a lot of work ahead of him, but I'm not going to work on him because Carnage is a bio character that's going to be absolutely totally worth the investment. I'm going to get my defenders, like I said, to 50k. Power armor is all going to get up to 50k. One War Machine shard away from 5-star War Machine? Peasant. Star-Lord, Minerva, IW, Hela, and Thor be good for Dark Dimension 2? Yeah, I think so. I think Thor is a little bit, but like at least you'll get extra damage in. At what point do you start opening my Red Star Orbs? I started opening my Red Star Orbs a while ago. But usually I don't start opening my Red Star Orbs until I have at least like half the number of characters unlocked. Because early on... Here, I'm opening this Elite Four for you guys right now. You ready? This can only be a disappointment. I was right. What am I gonna do? Drop everything and farm a character I can't farm? No. That's a nice pull. When? That's why I don't respect Red Stars. Honestly, it is like... I'm having way more fun doing this. Yeah. Congrats to the person that receives this account. Yeah. Yeah, it's a relevant pull. Yeah, it's okay. Like, yeah, like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, alright. Like, these resources are so awesome now because, like, clearly I'm not buying stars on these idiots, right? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't like Super War. It's not my... I don't play MOBAs like that. 66 still. I'm still saving up those Red Star currencies. The 3 questions in every Tony stream. Aim, should I level Yo-Yo? Is seed theory real? That's unfortunate, but it's true. Absolutely. I think anything under a 4-star purchase, like, because they're 10 or less credits, just go ahead. Even AIM, Luke. Like, even your AIM characters, I think it's totally efficient to buy 3 red stars on all of them if you haven't already. Like, that's 3 red stars. That's, what is that, 10 each? Totally worth it, man. Not even pretending. Had them all 3? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's That's like the point I'm making. Like, yeah, no, it's totally worth it. Why does AIM discussion come up every week? It's a good discussion, I guess. You talk about Beast Kid already? Yes, I am. I will repeat it though. I'll tell you. It's specifically no. I skipped IW. I'm going straight for Magneto. So I started working on Magneto. So I'll have Magneto in like 20 days. It's 15 credits to go from 0 to 3. Yeah, but usually you don't go from 0 to 3. You get enough red stars that like it's usually like 1 or 2. It's also like every red star has a really high chance. Yeah. The idea of Beast Kit is it's going to help you if you use Phoenix in the ISO 8 campaign. Do you enjoy repeating yourself all the time? Not a fan, but if I didn't do it, I would be a shit content creator. If I wasn't capable of answering questions, why would people keep watching me? You know what, Sabretooth? I would almost click this on you. Yeah. Listen, man. I could be like some other content creators where I'm just like, oh, look at all the chat messages. Anyway. How many days do I have for Magneto? Like 2.5 weeks. 20 days at least. Series gave me the itch to start a second account with the same mindset. My main account was the first hero collector and I had no idea what I was doing when I started a year ago. Bro, I had friends of mine who quit, who came back, and I'm like, just start a new account and do this. And they're like, this is great. I'm like, I know, right? Being ignored is your kink? Sorry, bro. I know I want to work a little bit more on Rocket. So, like, my problem with Minerva, she's ready for Gear Tier 13, but fucking what? Yeah. What power should the Sinister Six be for villains 1-3? Sub Ghost of Bonehart. Villains 1-3? Seven? 7 out 1 through 3? Okay. Sinister Six alone won't be able to do it. If you want to use just the Sinister Six, they gotta be ridiculous. But if you swap out like Mysterio and Vulture or Shocker for like a healer, so either Hydra Scientist or AIM Researcher, and then either a second damage dealer or something else, you should be okay. Yeah. I was like 0-1-3. I'm like, just use them, bro. You got this. I promise. Would you have them unlocked? I promise you they'll take care of it. So let's. And again, what I'm foregoing, let's be clear. I could be doing way better. What power needed for the hybrid team? 140, 150? But it shouldn't be that hard because you're already working on the Sinister Six in order to unlock legendaries. So the investment you put in them is not going to hurt you. 65 to 71, 3 months. 3 months, if you're not spending. Bro, I've been 66 for like half a month. It just takes forever. Well, I think Scientist Supreme was actually the thing holding you back a little bit there, Nathan, because I mean, that's not true. You're probably not clicking auto, so that's okay. It's just that her heal isn't very reliable, but Graviton made up for it by doing a lot of extra damage. That does seem like a good team, Peever. I did tell you the best time to farm Phoenix, after Black Bolt. Star-Lord, the 2 chicks from the Sinister Six, Magneto, Black Bolt, and then everything's open up. Then it's Phoenix and Maw and whatever. That's fair. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, fuck it. Get it done, right? To 100 crystal refreshes? You living in fire. That's a lot, bro. Are you not free to play? Bro, best thing you could do is once a month buy the $24.99 3000 energy bundle. Promise it'll help. Buy a lot. Are you double farming Psylocke, Mystique, or Storm? I'm not even farming Storm anymore. Here. So I'm not double farming anybody right now. Juggernaut's just here to remind me to click the button every day, which I have not clicked yet, I don't think. No, I did. Okay. Psylocke, I'm not really worried. Mystique is easy. Switch to Blob? Why would I switch to Blob, Nim? Why would I switch to Toad? I mean, I'm also doing Toad, but I'm also doing Pyro, and I'm also doing Sabretooth. What teams are required to get to Hela's Node? The first 3 setup is Sinister Six, Aim, or Hydra. Any combination. The second 3 setup, I believe, is Mystic Villains. So, interestingly enough, Hela herself. And the third 3, I think, are just villains. I mean, switched. I'm not switching, but I am, like, farming all of them. Like, Pyro, he got to show up in the store for me to buy him, right? I am buying Sif. And, oh, for, well, technically, you need to defeat 1. You need to defeat, the first fight in Heroes. Just the first one in order to start the other one. You don't have to 3-star or anything. So there's plenty of options. Yeah, the number of city heroes you can use now is dramatically higher. Thanks for which the city heroes one? Depends on who you're using. If it's defenders, they need a shit ton of investment. They are not that reliable. If you're using hybrids, like maybe a couple defenders, but you're also pulling out like Ms. Marvel or Symbiote Spider-Man or Ghost Rider. You have Symbiote Spider-Man? Since you're not going to regret putting anything into Symbiote Spider-Man, just lean on him and like Ms. Marvel, you'll be fine. I think I did it with something like that. Yeah. The defenders were... Like, who would you use for the villain Mystic? It's literally the exact same comp to unlock Phoenix. So, I use the characters that I would be able to do, but also you get access to, like... So is it, like, Loki, Thanos was one of them, Ronan, Mordo, and I think Hand Sentry? Oh, Juggernaut's also a villain mystic. I forgot, yeah. I have a pretty stonk Diesel Symbiote Spider-Man on my main account, too. What's up, Juggernaut? Nope. I don't even think it's worth it to like, I don't think there's value in cores on anything. I think that like, this is an opinion, so I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not. But I think it's pretty crazy to spend cores on, like this. Like, oh, I'm gonna spend 675 cores for 6 shards of a character. Like, that's... Let's pull a 6 red star crystal. Do I build her? 6 red crystal? Maybe. Maybe, dude. Maybe. 6 red? Yeah. 3 or 4 red? Nah, you okay. 6 red? Yeah. Yeah, hurting Corgi. Look, if you want to buy it once, but also, let's be clear, there's a difference between me. Like, would I buy this on my account? On this account? No. On my main account? Yeah, because this is nothing to me. This is like $7. Like, and that's the difference. I have to treat things the way I assume other players are going to treat them. Me, my main account, money is of no object. So if I want something, I get it. I want a character offer or 2 or 8, I'll get it. Right? But on my free-to-play, I have to be a little bit more careful. And as a result of being more careful, I have to, like... I have to use my knowledge of what I currently have versus my knowledge of what I want to do and decide how it's worth it to spend. Let's beat up another team in Arena. How do you get character power levels that high without gearing them a lot? What do you mean? Stars, red stars, Stark tech. There's a whole bunch of different ways to make your character's power level look higher. But ultimately, the best way to upgrade your ability levels... Thanks, Nate. That's why the power index is kind of like a trap. Really high means something. Really low means something. Everything in the middle could mean anything. You could have like a 3-star, 3 red, gear tier 10, no ability investment in the character, and their power is the same as somebody like who's 7-star, no red, you know? Like, ha, McLovin. Alright. I didn't even see that. What is... This is not a team! I'm gonna kill you! Thanks again for your advice. I'm about 2 months into the game, feel like I'm crushing it. Are you enjoying yourself, bro? Oh. This? This is... Diet Ginger Ale. How far am I in this event? On my main account or my free-to-play account? Because my free-to-play account, I ain't far at all. My main account, I'm like 7 milestones short. Yeah. If you having fun, if you enjoying yourself, that's all I can hope for. Free to play? I'm not even... I don't care. Yeah, the amount of effort it would take for me to accomplish that task is just not even worth my time, so I'm just not dealing with it. What do I do here? I think I do this. Yeah, it's just a lot of effort. And that's something I had to come to with the requirements for Dark Dimension. Dark Dimension 1 is 6-star characters. Dark Dimension 2 is 5 characters at gear tier 13. Shunk. Not M'Baku. Chavez and not Chavez. Ronin is fine. Black Panther's fine. You know who else is really good, dude? No joke. Hand Sentry. Black Panther's great. Hand Sentry's great. If you happen to have Mordo, he's phenomenal. There's a lot of options, but like M'Baku, he ain't shit. Even with Black Panther, like they have no... M'Baku has almost no synergy with the entirety of his team. Hand Sentry is like low-key one of the best characters in the game that we all just forgot about. I'm really happy Graviton's the current Blitz too, man. I can't get much, but I know I'm going to be able to get a handful of shards. But that's also why I'm like... I don't really worry about farming certain characters, because I'm going to unlock them anyway. Yeah, of course I am. I don't think this is going to do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 20 shards. Because I think, what am I, 80? I think I'm 80 or something of Graviton. But it's going to help. Yeah. If I had Graviton, though, my aim team would be done. I'd be using aim. No shit, I would absolutely be working on aim. I would prioritize aim over every other team if I had him. But it goes the same way. If there was an aim pack... No joke, guys. I mean this. Bottom of my heart. If there was a $24.99 aim pack that gave you all the aim characters at 3-star for $24.99, I would then say, fuck, you know what? Oh, I haven't even done milestones on this one. I would say buy that for $24.99 and then 100%, like, use them. Because that offer, you don't have to farm aim. You could still farm the Guardians, but then you spend $24.99 to have aim. Absolutely phenomenal. Is Magneto considerably better? Well, considering the fact that Blob and Juggernaut are split farms, no. And Juggernaut is a better character than Blob all around. Like, Toad going to Blitzstore made it so that it's better to farm Magneto. Here's the list. Start from the beginning. Unlock Star-Lord. Sinister Six for the 2 legendaries. Unlock Magneto. Unlock Black Bolt. That is the order that you should take, because that is the order you should be able to access all of the characters as you need them. Yo-Yo can't be 1-star. She can only be 2-star. She's a 45 shard unlock. No, of course not, Arthur. But there's a lot of team offers I'd buy for $24.99. There's no way to avoid being slingshotted. Technically, yes. Take your fight, right? And run it down to the last second before you win. Or the last couple of seconds. Take it easy, Crinus. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate your input. Oh god, what is this level 1 Magneto doing here? Slingshot is when you do a fight in arena and someone fights you while you're fighting. I think that's pretty much it. Unless someone else has something else to say. Oh, Luke, that's fucking gorgeous. That'll be fine, Luke. You'll be fine. Obvious statement here. Black Bolt looks fun. Yes. Most underrated character? Most underrated character? Miles Morales. Plans going ahead. Get Magneto. Hopefully get Black Bolt. JT Bet's got that. Yeah, Miles is the most underrated character in the game. The most overrated character in the game is Ghost Rider. Keep in mind, that doesn't mean Ghost Rider's bad. It just means he's not as good as everyone gives him credit for. My ability to unlock Black Bolt will depend exclusively on whether or not I get Hella Shards from something. Because I can farm everybody else. Everyone else is almost already 5. The problem is I can't farm Hella because I have to be level 70 to do it. And I can't be level 70 for the next time. Which character you want most added to the game? Honestly? Like, seriously? I want, what's his name? Sorry, brain fart. Take it easy for these. No! I don't think it'll make them raid viable. Doc Ock? No. Honestly, I've been thinking more and more about it. I want more Hulk characters. I want more Hulk characters. I want Leader. I want more Hulk characters. Boom! Fuck up that Hulk. Ravager Bruiser doing the Lord's work there, buddy. Red Hulk, She-Hulk, Abomination, She-Hulk, Zemo. Zemo's coming. Do you build up other teams for War or Blitz, or is it better to save gear for the Dark Dimension 2? Well, considering the fact that Dark Dimension 2 is specifically 5 characters, I think you could afford to do both. Keep in mind, teams go up in 50Ks by my standards. So, bring up a team by 50. I used to think Miles was bad until you showed me how to use him. Yeah, right? Dude, so many people were like, fuck Miles. And I'm like, nah, man, trust me, you need Miles. What? He doesn't do anything. Wait, he controls the entire fight? I have it. I have it, Luke. I've seen it. I'm not impressed by it. I don't think, thank you though, Luke. The ultimate end result of explain Miles quick. Miles special is one of the best abilities in the game. Ready on turn 1, incredibly fast. Turn rewinds and applies slow to a character, which allows you to control when characters are going to take a turn. Specifically, every fight has a character that you can fuck up. For example, defenders, slow Luke Cage, you can kill everybody before he even gets a turn, let alone anything else. So he won't put defense up on anybody and you'll just beat him up. As Guardians, slow down Sif. She won't taunt in time. You can kill Thor or Hela first. And that's just those two off the top of my head. Those are the characters I see all the time. Aim, slow Graviton. Or Scientist Supreme, so you can kill her first. The second Scientist Supreme dies, the aim team falls apart. Yo, Balance Draft? You wanna know who's low-key fucking insane in Balance Draft? Nick Fury. Miles is what I'm not saying Miles is the best character in the game. I'm saying he's the most underrated character in the game. Here, let me show you one more example, because I probably have another arena fight right now. Oh, no, I don't. But my arena team, why is that? I haven't looked into Fury's kit? Bruh. Fury, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and, what's his name? Human Torch, hilarious. Work got Gear Tier said 10 miles over Ghost Rider? Yes. Yes, I do. I do, Yanni. I'm still using Miles to beat up these guys. I'm still, like, my arena team, my defense is just, like, random ass shit, right? But I still use my 27k Miles. Human Torch. In balanced PvP. That said, one day, your Ghost Rider is going to be great. That day is when you get mad red stars on him or you complete the Supernatural team. But that's it. Fuck it, I'll farm some Storm. Yeah, he's okay for countering them in war. Just remember the most important thing in war is, war, you have to kill Hela early. How high do you take Miles? I mean, I have not touched him. This is it. My hard rule is I don't take a character past 10 unless I need to. So, like, why is Symbiote Spider-Man past 10? Because he's going into Dark Dimension. He needs to be 14. Why is Star-Lord? Same. CM? Still no. This is gonna happen no matter what. So we don't need to go higher than this. What makes him great in balanced PvP? Try it. You'll see. Thanos, I could probably use a little bit more on him, but he can go fuck himself, so. Also, it's important to note the difference between farmable characters and gearing characters. Like, Thor needs to be a little bit stronger, but I'm gonna get a 5th star on him soon. So, like, fuck it. Why am I putting gear and shit onto him? What about Rocket? I stopped working on Rocket because I'm not using him for Dark Dimension 2. But because I have so much time before Dark Dimension 2, I could probably afford to get him to Gear Tier 11, but I don't really want to put him much higher than that. Purple Bio Gear is a grind. It's all the cum bottles, bro. What rework would you be happiest to see? Wolverine. Wolverine's 7th rework. Ravagers would be nice. Hand. All my hand on my main account is all my hand is 6 red star. After the last milestone, Symbiote Spider-Man's going into the milestone orbs and Captain Marvel is being taken out of the milestone orbs. What's Star Wars Tier 4 on basic? Oh, it's a mistake that they didn't refund me because they're dog shit people and Fox Next is assholes. It was a mistake. It was lagged, and I was just clicking really fast, and it just applied it. And I was like, hey, I made a mistake. And they're like, sorry. And I was like, okay, but, like, it was a mistake. I didn't... They're like, sorry that you regret your decision. I'm like, I didn't regret my decision. Your game lagged. I have a video of it. And they're like, nah, sorry, we just can't do it. See him disappear? Yeah, she's probably going... I assume she's going into a node. They've given away too much free CM. Why'd you spend all those upgrade credits on hand? Yeah, right. Yeah. So, that's the kind of... Just remember, at the end of the day, that's the kind of company Foxnex is. You made a mistake? Get fucked, Commander. I don't think she's going to the Ultra Store. Ultra Store is gonna get characters that are available in the Ultimus Orbs. Also, I'm gonna say it one last time before I end my stream. Cyclops to Raid Store. If anyone tells you Cyclops is not going to the Raid Store, not saying when, don't know when, Cyclops going to the Raid Store. Anyone who's like, Cyclops is gonna go here, they're wrong and they're idiots. Cyclops is going into the Raid Store. What team would you run Yo-Yo with without Inhumans? Any team. Yeah. Foxnex business motto is get fucked, Commander. Yeah, Jackson, but like, saving up milestone orbs is irrelevant. You're not gonna pull, like, you think you're gonna pull some out of there, but you're not. You're gonna get like 5. Don't even remember the last Raid Store edition is? Well, like last week, I was like, Blob's going into the Arena Store. They're like, no, Tony, no. It's been a long time since Raid Store. I'm like, oh, okay. No, that's cool. No, like, believe the bullshit you heard. I'm telling you, Blob's going into the Arena Store. 100%. Like, hunt it. No, don't go ahead. Don't believe me. You can be wrong all on your own, and I'll just be right. Grats, Jackson. Visually, I like how he rips off his glasses. Yeah. That is their motto. What are you talking about? Get fucked, Commander is 100% their motto. It's not what I say is gospel, but there's a difference between me being like, I think this is gonna happen, and like, nah, he's going here. Like, my confidence level, you need to gauge my confidence level based on when I'm telling you something. Because if I'm like, I think that's pretty okay, that means like I don't know shit about it. I'm just speculating. But if I'm like, yo, save your shit. Every 6 months, guys, they do an orb milestone. Nah, Tony, when's the next orb milestone? Well, it's 6 months after the last one, so last one was December-ish, January or sometime like that. So somewhere around June, July. Nah, man, I don't know about that. Oh, okay, what just happened? Holy shit, Tony, you're right. I know, it's almost like I have people inside Foxnex I talk to all the time that give me fun stuff to talk about. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for watching. 2 hours is a pretty good amount of time for a stream. I'm not streaming anymore this week or this weekend. I have a lot of moving and shaking. And just real quick, so you guys can see, we got some paneling up on the walls. We got some stuff going on. So we are doing some things thanks to you guys. You guys have made this possible. You've made being a content creator my fucking thing. So we got new stuff coming up all the time. Hopefully some better video, more higher quality videos, higher quality stream. And maybe one day Raid Shadow Legends will pay me so I could build a new computer. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Go get that PhD. That's later, man. I can get a PhD whenever I want. Anyway, that's it for now. I know a lot of people are currently streaming Marvel Strike Force on Twitch, so go on and say hi to them. Keep track of some changes that are happening, including but not limited to change in how I do Blitz reviews, a change in how I do, but that's going to benefit everybody, change in kind of content I'll be doing, and a change in format. Like, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday will always 100% be Twitch Marvel Strike Force streams right now. But I'm going to change up what Tuesday and Friday are going to be, and I'm going to change up a lot of stuff just to get some more games, some more people involved and stuff like that. So have a good night. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Please don't go out if you don't have to. It's a nightmare out there. Probably Bryson. And take it easy.